Oh, this is the night. It's a beautiful night, and we call it Bella Notte. Look at the skies, they have stars in their eyes on this lovely Bella Notte. Side by side with your loved one, you'll find enchantment here. The night will weave its magic spell when the one you love is near. Oh, this is the night, and the heavens are right on this lovely Bella Notte. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, my faithful gravity followers. And here we are, back again, swooning over Stan route, episode 13. Let's get into it, shall we? Soon you're back in the old Diablo, engine purring to life as Stan screeches out of the little parking lot and onto Main Street. With the way he drives, you honestly don't know how he keeps his car in such good shape, even with his mechanic skills. But eventually your speed becomes reasonable as Stan transitions from the asphalt road to dirt, and you're left to realize your quickened pulse isn't due to his driving, but from anticipation. You taking me for some late-night errands again?
Nah, thought we could just see where the road takes us.
You know, for a small town, it sure is huge.
Tell me about it. This force is more of a trap than the shack.
Worked on me just fine.
I can't take all the credit on that one.
Sure, Ford's babe magnet helped. Stan barks out a laugh at that. But I was drawn to this place on my own, too.
I mean, it's growing on me, like a fungus. Sure, but it has. But I'm not the kind of guy who likes trails or draws gnomes. That's my brother. I'd rather be in the city than the woods. Way fewer bugs, more people to pickpocket, and not everyone knows my face.
So then, how does someone like you end up in a place like this? You said you were from Jersey, right? I know how everyone else has gotten here, but not you. Oh no, not this again. Not the sadness, please. Fuck everything. Stan sighs, as if the weight of his whole life story lies with that question. Luckily, he humors you. It does lie with that question, god damn it. I don't want him to be sad. I hate it when he's sad. I don't want him to be sad. Please, just let this boy be happy.
Long story short, my brother and I had a falling out when we were kids. High school, I got kicked out. Barely talked to him or my parents for 10 years. He moved here. I spent those years bouncing from state to state. Oregon was one of the few I hadn't been banned from.
Oh. Wow.
You're telling me. Then one day he dropped me a line and asked me to come here. I came thinking he wanted to make up, at least talk things out. But he was in a bad place, basically told me to get lost.
What? That's awful.
Yeah, well, we both made our mistakes that day. We fought, said some things, threw some punches, and... I suppose now that you know how weird this town is, telling you I accidentally pushed my twin brother through the cosmic portal in the basement, leaving him to fend for himself and hop through dimensions for the next 30 years, isn't as crazy as it would normally be.
Your mouth is just agape. Seriously, you think your jaw might be on the floor?
Close your mouth, kid. You'll catch flies like that.
What about you? You said Ford went through the portal for 30 years, but what did you do during that time? Is that what made you start the shack?
Yeah. Like I said, I came here 'cause Sixer asked me. But once he was gone, I didn't have anywhere to go. And I wasn't gonna leave till I got him back.
Did he really spend 30 years of his life trying to get his brother back?
So I started the Mystery Shack. The locals thought I was my brother and liked the mysterious science in the woods shtick, so I had to roll with it.
Wait, so you had to pretend to be Ford too, the whole time?
Only a name, sweetheart. It's a good thing I always went by Stan anyway. Let me tell you, Stanford Pines was never cooler than when he was me.
I caught off guard in absolute shock. You were up until after. Okay, that I can absolutely believe. By now, it feels like you've been driving for a good while. You're starting to wonder if Stan really does have no idea where he's going. But the thought stops in its tracks as the car makes a sharp turn on a diverging path. You catch the slightest glimpse of a wooden sign reading, "Do not enter." Stan, where are we going?
Relax, Cordelia. I know what I'm doing. There's this real hot spot up ahead on the cliff's edge. Let's just see the whole town and the horizon and everything. Real picturesque.
That sounds amazing. The car suddenly jerks left, and there's a troubling bump as you go over a large redwood root. That is if we don't die before we get there.
Sorry, kid, that one was on my blind spot.
It's pitch black outside, Stan. Everything's a blind spot.
Alright, hold on. One more jump and we're in the clear.
Okay. You grasp onto the back of your seat in one hand and the car's door handle with another, unsure of how big a bump he has in mind. It's worse than you expected, Stan accelerating enough that you swear their wheels have left the ground, until landing hard enough that Stan finds it necessary to brace you with his own arm, keeping you from slamming your head into the dashboard. The Stanmobile pulls up to the destination, at the cliff's edge. Just as Stan said, you have a perfect view of the whole town, the surrounding canyon, and the remarkably saucer-esque shape cut into the natural bridge. You catch Stan's pleased grin from the corner of your eye as you gasp, taking it all in. Though the sun has long since set, the small glowing streetlights from the small town illuminate the surrounding trees, providing only a slight hint of the mountain's shadows. It's not until seeing it up here like this that it sinks in just how secluded from the world Gravity Falls is. It's almost like a hidden treasure among the evergreens. And though the black, thick forestry behind you where you're parked might seem daunting alone at night, here with Stan, it just feels promising.
So I'm guessing you like it, right?
It's beautiful. As you survey the scene, you realize this cliff seems rather untouched, save for a flimsy barrier made of wire and stakes just before its end. How did you find this place?
Well, there's this other spot just like this one that I'm told the kids call Lookout Point. It's just across from us, actually.
Stan points to the spot opposite the car straight ahead. Huh.
The place is infested with teenagers, though. Saw it myself when I drove up here to help Dipper with a girl situation.
Teenagers? Gross.
Exactly.
It hits you more fully now that you're here with Stan, and alone together, away from the world as you know it. You're thrilled, anxious, and suddenly you don't know what to do with your hands. A nervous giggle escapes you, and Stan offers a kind and reassuring smile in return as he slings his arm along the back of his seat, crossing his leg over the other. The casual air is contagious, and you're thankful for it. So, how'd you kill time in a place like this for 30 years, besides all the shack and secret portal stuff? Stan laughed, scratching his cheek.
Well, as you know, I'm full of surprises. I skip town every now and then for actual supplies or a promise of hooking up. But as the shack became a household name, I had to stay put for longer and longer. So I'd make do trying to enjoy the small town thing.
You settle in, you're not budging until he elaborates. Like what though? The fun stuff, like disco nights? Stan scans the horizon looking for something.
Okay, there, see the bowling place? Used to have a team there. We were really good, thanks to yours truly. Until this wet blanket Toby came on board and had to use bumpers, like a baby.
Again, you didn't mean to laugh. Yikes.
You got that right. Aside from that, there's a great taco joint and bar. The kids like to go to the arcade, and the mini golf place is pretty decent.
He starts counting on his fingers.
There's a mall, a creepy animatronic pizza place, a public pool, which I would not recommend, by the way, unless you're into sitting in strangers' filth.
That all sounds pretty dang fun, minus the filth part. It sounds like there's actually a lot to do around here.
It's weird, ain't it? It's like you'll never hear about a place, but if the situation calls for it, pow, it's right here in town.
You really like hearing Stan talk. About anything, really. The way he emotes with his hands, the grit in his voice, and the gradual increase of enthusiasm when he gets passionate, even about something small. And of course, he never fails to make you laugh. You could listen to him all night long. So you prepare to do just that, adjusting your legs into a more relaxed position. Nothing wrong with taking advantage of the legroom and these wide bench seats.
That's the club.
You shoot him a look. Stan makes it through his next words laughing.
That's the name, honest.
You snort. Clever.
The name might be questionable, but the place is nice enough to only let you in if you're rich. Only ever managed to sneak in there once. Bad vibes there, even for someone like me. Worst of all, the food was mediocre. Not the kind of quality I didn't pay for. You know, I'm surprised that place is still even there. There used to be this attraction in the middle of town. This brat, Gideon Gleeful.
Hold on. Gleeful? Like Bud Gleeful? The car dealership guy Gleeful?
Yep. Gideon is Bud's snot-nosed kid. They used to run this scam that made money off poor suckers' hopes and dreams by posing Gideon as a sidekick.
Oh no.
It's just as tasteless as you're probably imagining. He'd even dance around and sing like a monkey in a tux. So what? I got a real monkey at the shack back then. Wore a hat and everything. Anyway, these idiots obviously ate it up. He became my biggest competition, and an even bigger pain in my ass. That old factory's where they used to make his merchandise.
What happened to Gideon?
The kid has had some realizations, I guess. Like a lot of people in this town, supposedly he's trying to get that silver spoon out of his mouth and become a normal tween like the rest of them, but who knows? Haven't heard about him this visit, so I can't tell you for sure.
That must be a good sign.
Nothing special there. Not even that spooky. Sure, the grave of America's lost president is there, and something about a national treasure. But I went there for myself for artifact inspiration, and there wasn't even a decent headstone to steal.
There's a lull in the conversation, A moment where the both of you are simply admiring the view. It seems you've inched your way closer to Stan as he was speaking, because all of a sudden, you realize that your leg isn't all that far from his. The reflection of the outside light on Stan's glasses keeps you from being able to read his expression from this position. You very nearly closed the gap between you both, and it would have been smooth too, if not for the creak of the padded leather seat as you shifted. Stan's grin tells you he noticed. Damn, time for a diversion. What's that on the water tower over there?
Ah, that old chestnut. What's it look like to you?
It looks like a muffin. It looks like a muffin. Not sure why anyone would choose that for a symbol of vandalism. Maybe it scares the hell out of anyone with a wheat allergy.
Maybe it's a bran muffin.
He wiggles his fingers like he's telling a spooky story.
With extra raisins. You know, I almost died up there once. It's a real doozy of a story.
You take the bait. Oh, do tell. And so he does, with his usual flourish, painting a picture of the time he and his great niece bravely scaled the tower and nearly got shaken from it by a video game character come to life. You find yourself with another chance to move closer. Get even closer. Stan's speech falters a bit as you inch closer and the side of your hand brushes his, but he continues when you leave it there.
So, I say to Mabel, have it just look death straight in its dumb, ugly face.
Finally, your thigh meets his, and suddenly he seems to have a pretty persistent itch on the back of his head because he can't stop rubbing it.
And so that punk Robbie learned his lesson eventually, but you know how his type are.
I think I have an idea, yeah. Your eyes meet Stan's, and you hope to God he can't tell how your heart is hammering in your chest. Screw it, here goes nothing. You steel your nerves, moving and gently resting your head on Stan's shoulder. Leaning into his side, you hold your breath as you focus on the water tower in front of you, worried about what look he could be giving you. Stan clears his throat, pulling his arm away from you, and for a moment the feeling that you just crossed the line makes you mentally curse yourself. Until he lets out an embarrassingly fake yawn, and his arm above his head, and out, resting it across your shoulders. You're so excited by his touch and your success that it takes you a moment to realize. The yawn and stretch. He just used that old cliché. And moreover, it worked. Alright, I'll let him enjoy his victory. You can't help but giggle.
What?
Stan reddens, smiling sheepishly down at you. You attempt to compose yourself. Nothing. You settle into your new spot in his hold, and he seems to relax a bit too. You're lucky you're so cute and endearing. Stan's chest puffs out at that with a laugh. Oh, you just said that out loud, didn't you?
You'd be surprised at how little I've heard that before.
Now that you're against his side, you really don't know what to do with your damn hands. Are they feeling a little extra sweaty? Curse these leather seats. Let's do it. It's fine. It's like a hug. No big deal. You were busy holding each other while dancing tonight, right? Your arm ever so slightly comes to a rest on his torso, in a sort of loose embrace. You sigh in relief as Stan makes a sound of contentment and shift his arms to account for your new place. For a moment, you dare not say a thing, and instead close your eyes. There's that scent again. That overtone of cheap cologne mingled with leather, cigar smoke, and salt. From this proximity in this car, it's just the right kind of overwhelming. You really can't believe this. Never in your wildest imagination could you imagine this is how your solo summer road trip would work out. But in this moment, you really can't imagine it in any other way. You're just happy. Oh, jeez. Gorgeous art right in my fucking face. Gorgeous fucking art right in my face. Yep. Yep, that's a thing. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. I need a drink of my milk. Hold on a mo. Hold on a mo. Hey, Stan. Yeah? Thanks for your help. His eyes meet your own as he smiles down at you.
No problem, kid. Is what kind souls like me do.
You really are a lifesaver, seriously. My car would have been a goner. And you rescuing me from being bled dry by a mechanic, too. You can feel the rumble in Stan's chest as he hums.
Crooks, all of them. Not even charismatic about it.
That's certainly a plus, too. Oh no, what am I doing? No. Oh shit. Your hand moves up towards his broad chest, just below the open V of his shirt. I'm not only thankful for a place to freeload, though, Stan. I've actually had a really incredible time here. Seriously, I'm the luckiest person to ever be ripped out of the force with their car. Since it was by such a nice family.
Better than a simple trip to the Mystery Shack, huh?
Definitely. Oh no! Tell him how I feel. Mabel's words come back to you, and despite your doubts begging you not to say anything stupid, your heart is yelling at you to tell him already, damn it! You know what, yeah, if everything goes south, you're already about to pack your bags and leave. You never even have to think the name Gravity Falls ever again. Alright, yep, here it goes. Stan, I really like you. You focus on the gold chain just by your fingertips and toy with it, avoiding eye contact to keep your nerves while you've got them. You can hear him swallow thickly despite your heart thrumming in your ears. I've really enjoyed getting to know you these past couple weeks, even when you got me shot at. I can't tell you how much of a relief it's been to not only escape death by complete boredom, but also find myself having some of the most fun I've ever had, period. You need an extra gulp of air for this part. Thank you for tonight. I'm glad you brought me here. And I'm gonna miss you. Glance up, and there Stan is, looking at you with a mix of emotions you can't quite place. You think you feel his pulse skip a beat under your palm, and you're sure yours does the same as he looks away. His pronounced jawline is further exaggerated in the shadows, and you see it clench before he faces you again. You don't know who leans in first, or more, or anything, but suddenly Stan's hand is cupping your face, and his lips are on yours. It's sweet, but somewhat clumsy, as his glasses remind you of their existence by hitting you in the cheek as he leans close. You can't help but hum against his lips. And oh God, you forgot to breathe. You part, both of you breathing just a bit heavier than before. Stan's big dumb grin is accompanied by pink dusted cheeks.
Was that... Are you okay?
I think we could do better. I really think we could do better. Oh my God, that smile. Oh no. I am fucking weak. I am fucking weak. Stan laughs, cupping your face and bringing his lips to yours once again. He's more confident now, more sure with his hands. This kiss lasts longer and shows no sign of stopping anytime soon, but from this angle it's still a bit awkward, side by side like this. Stan makes a noise of surprise against your mouth as you grab him by the collar and drag him down with you to the seat. Oh, Oh my goodness, holy shit. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Oh, I think I know where this is going. But then he laughs, and you can feel a smile on yours. Oh, Jesus. The kiss deepens before Stan breaks it. To instead kiss along your neck, your collarbone, his stomach feeling absolutely wonderful on your skin. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Holy, 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 holy stars in the sky. Your fingertips have ruffled his hair beyond repair at this point, and you have to admit it, you prefer it this way. You get caught up in the moment. In his embrace, his kisses, each more intoxicating than the last, and his hand caressing your sides and waist in a way that makes Stan's name leave your lips. Honk! You both jolt, your heart flipping and Stan's head shooting up at the nose so fast that it hits the roof of the car with an embarrassing clunk. He swears fiercely and rubs his head as he looks for the source of the disruption. What the? Sorry, Mr. Pines. You bolt up at the voice, distant and slightly echoing. Stan practically growls, pinching the bridge of his nose and hiding his face in shame. Sweet Moses! It was an accident, we swear! Oh, God. Stan flips on his headlights to illuminate. Another car with two people inside it, directly across from you, at lookout point. It must have pulled up while you two were not looking. Stan kicks open his door so hard and fast you're amazed it's still on its hinges as he steps out. I'm gonna kill you, Robbie! Robbie? Are you serious? Sure enough, the fig in the driver's seat, scared out of his absolute wits, fits the description of an angsty-looking emo teen. There's a girl in the seat next to him with purple hair, who seems to be trying to hide behind her phone as she slaps the boy's shoulder. We were just leaving! We didn't see your car when... I don't remember your last name right now, Robbie, but you're gonna hope I never find out! You're dead, you hear me, kid? Dead! The other car screeches the rest of the way out of sight at that, a couple more accidental honks, and a final, I'm so sorry, being thrown your way as it goes. Ah, that was absolutely mortifying. Alright, my fateful gravity followers. It looks like this is getting in to be 30 minutes long, and we have to stop it here. God damn it, fucking Robbie ruining the moment. I hate that. Anyways, peace, love in the sky and stars above, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.